and take my hand, and together we'll vlog. Alright, I think this is now technically try number 4 because I told it to stop and then it started and then I double clicked and it stopped and started again. But anyway, so I'm about to plug in and get advanced comics done. And I refer to it as getting plugged in because I like the way that that was used in the movie The Social Network when somebody was on their computer and they were like, I'm going to program for 4 hours straight. They were referred to as being plugged in. I mean, they would ignore like you could literally light their pants on fire and they would just sit there and keep typing and just know that somebody else in the room would put, the fire on their pants out for them or something. I don't know. Um, don't turn that into didn't mean what you think it unless never mind. So last video I was asked a few questions. One of them was as far as the whole band situation. I mean, being frustrated and saying it was 45 minutes south of here or where I am. Is there any middle ground to practice with the band? Well, maybe. We'll see. I'll have to talk to them about it. Probably not very much since I think they all live that way and I'm the only one that lives up here. What all instruments do I play? Well, that's an interesting question. Because I don't necessarily play piano very well, but I can play enough to play like block chords. And literally at one point I was like, oh no, I don't play, whatever. And then I've witnessed other people that's all they played, and yet they played along with like a band. So I think it all depends on what level we're talking about. Because I can play the basics on like saxophone, pretty basic stuff on piano, or at least block chord stuff, and keep up and play like a rhythm type thing in the background. Now, if I were asked to just like here play this classical piece of piano music, no, not gonna be able to do that. But keeping up with like chords and stuff, as long as I give you give me like 5-10 minutes to like wake up my brain to music, I should be able to do what I did this past week, which is I hadn't played bass in probably a couple of years. Walked in the room and was kind of like literally looking at like D, C, and my brain's going, well, E, A, D, G are the strings here. Where this note is G. Oh, and then I just stopped, and they were playing part of the song. They're like, "Oh, we'll just start playing a song so you can kind of get warmed up, and you just come in when you feel the groove or whatever." And I watched the lead guitarist for a second, and then my brain just clicked. I saw him playing G C, G D, G C. I think it was like kind of his little riff he was playing in the song of the chords, and so from there I was able to just go, okay, yeah, boom, 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 whatever, because it's bass. You just kind of you're playing one note at a time. And a lot of instruments that aren't chord-based, that's kind of what makes them easy enough to get by with, because if you know enough music theory and you know how to keep up, and you're playing as like a band type thing, and it's not this strict, like, perform this piece of music in front of me and prove to me that you can play, then there's a few. I mean, I was in music school at one point, so there's a ton of different things I can do to get by. Like guitar, I've always felt terrible at guitar, and yet I know this laundry list of like the power chords and two-note chords. Um, I mean, power chords can be 2 or 3 note chords to get by, and bar chords from when I had lessons 2 different times for about the length of what's a semester. Um, so bass, guitar, trombone, which is my first instrument, and then some on saxophone. And I say that because when I picked up saxophone and had to learn it for a woodwinds class, it was actually rather easy and something that I was like, wow, it's just I don't remember. It's like the button in the back. There's a octave button, and then there's one button in the back is like G, and then all the notes just follow from there, like G, F. Well, I guess it'd be F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, or something like that. Are the notes, and I would have to review a book or whatever for some time. But anyway, I'm rambling, and I need to get back to work. It's been like 5 minutes. Yeah. I'm gonna go work on advanced comics because it's now 11 o'clock.